Cek 1 2 3. Cek 1 2 3. Makan dulu.
Banyak alasan buat lampaui batasan bareng Valorant. Buat si Abe yang cuma punya satu teman komplek ini.
Kelas Halo guys, selamat datang di Indonesian Drift Series ronde 3, tepatnya di Mandala Krida, Jogja. Dan kali ini garasi Drift Racing Team, full team, akhirnya kita bertiga turun. Mas Dipo menggunakan cross taco Sumbadananya, gua menggunakan Subaru BR Zico. Dan terakhir di sini kita punya pembalap superstar kita, yaitu Farel dengan boxer boy-nya. Dan alhamdulillah kemarin kita udah latihan, semuanya lancar. Gue bisa membawa mobil ini dengan full potensialnya. Farel pun juga. Tapi sayangnya Dipo ada permasalahan di cross track-nya, yaitu di bagian gardannya. Tracknya di sini nggak terlalu besar, bahkan agak sempit sedikit karena emang surface bagian yang dipakai sama IDS di sini nggak gede-gede banget, jadinya lumayan tricky untuk mobil segede ini, tapi tetap bisa which is baru besok kita mainnya. Dan untuk di pagi hari ini kita fokus dulu ke mobil Farel karena Farel bentar lagi kualifikasi, dia akan dapat latihan sekali, abis itu langsung kualifikasi. Dan musuh terbesar Farel untuk di sirkuit Jogja ini lagi dan lagi adalah Obel. Kalau kemarin Obel pakai E36-nya, sekarang Obel pakai BRZ juga. Yuk kita lihat ya. Jadi Boxer Boy ini udah punya lawan baru sekarang, yaitu BRZ lah dari Obel. Ini pakai body kit M-Gen, benar-benar beda ya. Yang ini 4 silinder boxer, yang ini 4 kali 2 alias 8 silinder Golden yang udah pernah kita review juga sebelumnya, tapi kemarin pakai body kit Rocket Bunny, sekarang udah pakai body kit yang baru ini. Keren. Semoga nanti kita bisa ketemu lagi di final bareng sama Obel. Semoga semuanya aman. Semoga kualifikasi berjalan lancar. Target kita Farel masuk top 4 di kualifikasi dan juga podium di kelas pro. Semoga kalau bisa juara 1 untuk Farel, juara 1 untuk Dipo, juara 1 untuk Biarziko. Let's go. Kita berharap yang terbaik untuk Garasi Drift Racing Team. Oke, sekarang kita udah di tribun VIP IDS. Kalian harus lihat, rame banget. Ini antusias warga Jogja, mantap. Ada Mas Fitra juga, ada tim Garasi Drift, ada Dipo. Dan bentar lagi Farel main. Semoga Farel bisa menjadi top qualifier, tapi tetap target kita yang penting top 4. Biar nanti lawannya mudah,
yang nggak diharapkan terjadi, yaitu entah dari mana kelihatannya bensin yang bocor di mobil gue dan kena percikan dari anti-lag, karena anti-lag gue tuh kan berapi banget ya, dan itu bikin ada api yang panjang banget dari yang mungkin habis initiate sampai mau finish mobil gue berapi, udah kayak Johnny Blaze. Itu mobil gue udah jadi kayak ghost drifter, bukan ghost rider lagi ya. Itu sampai finish, tapi gue nggak tahu sama sekali di dalam mobil tuh bener-bener nggak berasa apa-apa. Ya apinya di belakang, kalau apinya di depan berasa deh ya, tapi api di belakang nih nggak berasa sama sekali. Sampai pas gue berhenti, semua orang pada heboh. Gue mikir, ini kenapa pada heboh ya? Nggak taunya gara-gara sempat ada api, dan ya kebetulan di event sebelumnya BTX mobilnya meledak, jadi semuanya lagi hati-hati banget soal api. Dan makanya gue pakai baju balap yang baru juga, karena sekarang semua Pro 1 itu harus pakai baju balap yang full FIA yang masih aktif, dan juga pakai Hans. Jadinya ini belum sempat dipasangin bordiran sponsor, makanya jadi kayak pembalap privateer, tapi di seri berikutnya akan kita pasangin semua stiker sponsor di sini. Ternyata habis dicek nggak ada kebocoran sama sekali di tangki bensin, di jalur bensin. Kita juga bingung dari mana itu berasalnya uap bensin bisa ke ignite sampai kayak gitu. Tapi gue harap nggak akan kejadian lagi ya, walaupun ini nggak bisa dihindari ya. Hampir di semua kompetisi Formula Drift sempat kejadian, Russian Drift Series sempat kejadian, di 1GP juga sempat kejadian. Bahkan ini malah bikin entertainmentnya makin seru, tapi gue harap sih nggak akan kejadian lagi, karena bahaya banget. Api sebanyak itu tuh nggak baik pastinya untuk keselamatan gue dan Martial yang ada di sekitar track.
Ngeliat cross taco Sumedana kebakar, mixed feeling, karena awalnya gue ngeliat kayak keren deh nih ada apinya, macam kayak di Formula Drift gitu ya, ada api di belakang. Tapi kok lama-lama apinya makin gede, dan lama-lama apinya gak kelar-kelar. Biasanya cuma kebakar dikit, habis itu hilang. Ini tapi sampai finish apinya masih ada. Untungnya pas udah finish apinya akhirnya padam. Keren dapat fotonya, tapi gue sebagai spotter deg-degan karena bisa aja Dipo didiskualifikasi karena membahayakan kan. Tapi alhamdulillahnya dari keputusan juri memutuskan
jadinya unpredictable gitu. Tapi nggak apa-apa, kesalahan gue adalah gue nggak aware, dan akhirnya kita berhasil untuk bawa Cross Taco Subandana ini ke podium di posisi ketiga, seeding bracket.
Congratulations untuk Mas Dipo pertama kalinya nih di IDS dengan Cross Taco Subadana. Mas Dipo podium. Alhamdulillah, congratulations.
As we gather for one of the most enduring rivalries on the Iberian Peninsula, it is Sporting against Benfica, the Lisbon derby, more than just a game. For its ferocity, it is immensely compelling and it grips the citizens of the Portuguese capital like no other match can. Raw and raucous and of the utmost relevance to the fortunes of both clubs. The first of these games played more than a century ago. A rivalry born out of difference of class initially, but despite all of the peaks and troughs over the course of history, the records remain surprisingly even. Just the kind of compelling plot that will ensure that this game, for one reason or another, is sure to be a memorable one. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective corner. No question, the number one fixture in domestic Portuguese football. Everything about it is grand, scale and substance.
Look, the supporters of both sides are known for the incredible depths they will reach in order to show allegiance to their heroes. I know that this is a term that's a bit cliched and overused, but this really is more than a game. It's place in history, what it represents. Whatever the result, don't expect this one to be plain sailing. We should be off our chairs.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. A really well measured ball. The fullback is in acres of space here.
That's good defensive concentration.
Carrero. Gonzalo Inacio. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far.
He's got the goal! He's done pretty well to get to that.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely intercepted. Sebas. That looks a good ball through.
Yeah, this kind of ball throwing will always get you into areas of possibility.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. It could be in here. He's had it!
with some of the defending in front of him. He can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop. Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here. Yeah, whether it's knockdowns or headers, you know he'll fight for it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Taken back almost at once. Sporting are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose. They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks. And I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now. A well cut out, not Martin Guerrero there at all. Florentino Luis. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. That's been cut out, well played. It's coming up to the 30-minute mark. That's just playing it safe and simple. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Real chance! Infinite business! Goal! Sporting! Sporting score first! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. Look, that's one of the first things you learn when you're a striker or not. Just anticipating goalkeeping, carrying a spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, but you're right. Sporting have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause. Gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter. Look, it's a real defence, this run. Just the wrong outcome. Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Could have been dangerous, but it came for nothing. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Trincao touches it back. Well, he just didn't have any support. Chu, that was lovely, that. Fiddles it through, and he picked out the rub. Out for a throw. Now it's Bruma. Skewed away. Gonzalo Inacio. The back. He's defended very well against those tricky feet. Bruma. Barrero.
Em đổ.
The first 45 minutes are it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
It is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude.
not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Benfica do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Renato Sanchez. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Atracolo. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. He is going into that with a black book. Trincao. Now it's Trincao. Let's go for a throw-in. Bast.
Ya elah, bagus banget berulangnya.
He's come in hard. That's going to go a long way. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Atracolo. Atracolo. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, but that's the threat posed by teams that have those kind of players who are willing to make those types of runs.
Rapet mau bagi ke situ juga.
Oh, great feeder. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Renato Sanchez. Atracolo.
Kemana sih merahnya?
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter. There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Gonzalo Ignacio. A sharp little ball here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Benfica are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Kalah bunyi.
Benfica perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Trincao. Florentino Luis. Bast. Played with finesse. Can he finish?
Nggak kena.
Cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, it's come loose. Going to be disappointed with that. That looks a decent ball. Renato Sanchez. Bruma is wide. They're looking to get onto this. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. He was looking very, very lucky.
Oh, well played, well played.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And the counter is on. Renato Sanchez. Now it's Bruma. The chance! That is decidedly lacking. Nicely aimed pass. Benfica are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Locked in behind. Cleared away.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to pull the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there, the goalie didn't slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Trincao. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, time. Excellent interception. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Tosses it in.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Gathers for the goal kick. Into stoppage. That's surely a foul. Free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Good looking ball. Bruma.
Jauh banget nih.
He wasn't long to it. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Like a game, one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparation.
Ini apa? Port FC lawan Oxford. Dendam coy. sebenarnya sih.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. That is a brilliant interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Looking for the runner here. It's a goal kick.
Apa sih orang udah pengen nyampe keganti.
He's intervened well there. It's been a rather gentle affair so far. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Phillips.
Buset, coba. Operan apa gitu.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He is just caressing the ball.
Kebaca tadi padahal.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That was very necessary. Fiddles it through. Well timed, excellent interception. That has been slung wide. It's a good spell of possession, this. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Phillips. No, he's not getting past him there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Just eases him off the ball.
Ya elah,
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision making and a weak execution.
And he was quick to react. Brannigan, and it's lofted through here. That's not going far. Brannigan is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the
Bola
face of
maju,
danger that was growing.
Orang.
That should get the job done. The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, what a ball he's in here. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone.
Kuning gak sih?
Referee's come over. It's a
Aduh,
red
merah
card.
lagi.
Oh, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player that tends to stay
Bola
down.
itu sih.
Well, just there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably
He's trying to shot.
Iya ya.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Phillips. Brannigan. Well, that is one way to stop him. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Brannigan. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, that's a key interception.
Banget sepenuhnya.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How would you review the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Ya, ternyata kaku ya.
We are glad to inform you that today's match programs are available for stand located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Everyone, please welcome to the field. That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Gocekannya itu lusianan banget.
Oxford come out this half somewhat altered. He's got the shot away! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a
Merah lagi
penalty.
ini.
Oxford really could have done without this. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So we have our breakthrough.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Brannigan. Who's felt that, hasn't he? Oxford with the corner. They're first. Port have the chance to go the other way. short. Good running with the ball. Defending was strong and firm. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Gets a good foot in there. Brannigan being hunted in packs.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's a fine interception. Minutes played. So, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. We've got the final touch there. Goal kick's been given. Oxford do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Nice interception, well timed.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Number 14, coming on to replace him is number 22. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's one-on-one chance! It's a goal! There seems no way back, but they are level. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for money, I give up.
Good looking ball. Played right into his path.
Yeah, that's tough defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
So nearly the perfect ball.
Courts merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Number 18. Time for a change in personnel. Bradshaw joining us now. We all anticipated that.
Well, it does have its detractors always, but Route 1 has certainly proven itself effective over the years.
been well intercepted.
Pernah tahu.
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Winning running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Substitution on the field. Number 26. Coming on to replace him is number 29.
Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
With pressing going on here. Still anyone's game this. One moment could decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as steal. That's a modern defender's instinct from...
Now the finish! He scores! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Oh, wonderful. Just wonderful. What technical dreams are made of. It was
Nggak,
unstoppable.
nomor 3 berapa tuh? 35 nggak
And very
kena
quickly,
dia
the
bolanya nih.
substitute made
Kalau kena
his
nggak
mark.
gol juga sih.
That's just as the manager would have
Nah,
seen
tuh
it.
kelewat
An
ya.
impact sub.
Tuh, bitch.
Oxford take the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
They've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oxford are looking to break at pace. Very much into the last knockings. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Ya,
He's got away.
pas.
Courts have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Oh, that was never going to make it. They'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Nicely intercepted. Bradshaw engages and forces him off the ball.
Tambahnya 6 menit. Udah aja. Ketipu gue. Tipu dari di sana.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but
It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Substitution on the field. Number 8. Number 3.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Oxford conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? He came in hard, very hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he can clear it away. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Dembele. Bradshaw.
And he's managed to get free. Yeah, he pulled him up for that challenge. Turns back here, probably the best option. Interesting ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's heaved it away. Oh, that's well done. Really robust.
Ya elah, tadi kayaknya
Cut out, well
maju.
played. Reached the midway point in extra time. It is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? And we are already back underway. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now?
That pass isn't the best.
Dembele. Now that's well seen too. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Well, no question that's a foul. Can he get onto this? He's taking no chances there. And the shot's on here. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Oh, he's crossed through. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Habis ya.
He's there to retrieve it.
Satu
Nice sequence of passes this.
setan gitu.
Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Well, the numerical disadvantage made this the best case scenario for them, but they deserve to be commended for getting to this position.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. And he does it with poise.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Bradshaw is the next man in the spotlight. 1-1.
Wah, anjir,
He
hidup
just did what he was
banget.
asked. So, the second man in line. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
So, the second man in line.
Take your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
The third man in the queue. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
The third man in the queue.
Gila. Mancing.
3-3. He steps up to take the fourth penalty.
Good penalty, completely wrong foot to the keeper.
bau
He steps up to take the fourth penalty.
gagol lagi. Caca.
That is a scarcely believable miss. Can the goalkeeper come up with a moment? Oh, he saved it! Well, that's a super save from the keeper. Oxford must score here to stay in it.
Sedih banget padahal udah gagol lagi.
Oxford fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action.
Oh, this is so tough on the penalty taker as the heroes celebrate. Right now, it's a horrible experience, but they really should try and get those chins up.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Silakan ini main acak, klub acak nih. Set. Gaji masuk ke dalam. Gas.
one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin. Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We've got on the way here pretty promptly. Norichi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Ya elah.
Moray. He's in plenty of space here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go. He's quick to get it clear again. Carrero, that looks a decent ball.
Ya.
Looks of an hour played. Barney yet to have an attempt on goal. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mallorca deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Mateo Moray. Played through for the white man. Lovely feeding, is such a good mover. We've seen that early. Such 6 cents. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Barney present their opponents with the best possible chance here. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mallorca looking to pass their way through. Goal! He scores!
Cacat anjir.
And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Mallorca are doing very nicely, thank you. He's got the goal! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he's there to get it away. Carrero. 8 forwards. And the finish! Moray can get it clear. No way through there. That's gone loose. Over Mascarell. Tony Lato. Now it's Omar Mascarell. And here's Dane. Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done. And he gets rid in a hurry. Vardy are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Dante. Danger averted for now. That'll be a throw-in. That's going to go a long way. Herrero. It'll be a throw-in. Omar Mascarell. Herrero. Has a shot! Tries to get it clear. And he's there to belt it away. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. That is going to be the final action of the first half. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Gets a good foot in there. Vardy, do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, it's a promising build-up this. Plenty of really nice passing. Real chance! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he had scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Vardy get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
He's got the shot away! It's anyone's ball now.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, that'll certainly improve their move. All the talking, both
Great hit! Tony Lasso with the clearance. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there!
Mirip lagi tadi
Murray
golnya.
back in business. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
And now he has two. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He has found the way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not a lot we need to say about that. And that's been well dealt with. The Yorker are looking to go forward now.
Yeah.
No, that was never going to make it. Now it's Morishi. That is good alertness. Vardy still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Tony Lasso is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Tony Lasso gets over and intercepts. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Morishi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That in. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
For their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Ya elah.
Now it's Larin. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Vardy really could have done without this.
Mana nih?
He's denied. He has done it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, any penalty that finds the net is a good penalty, even if that didn't convince.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It was definitely a brave call by the referee to give that penalty, and I think the way this game has gone, it could easily turn out to be the decisive moment.
Dante. And that's got behind for a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Vardy are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Herrero. Back into the middle. Let's make sure that's not getting through. Dari
very of a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Jahat aja.
Pitches it off him. Now it's Starter.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
And it's Starter. He's picked his way through. Well, this is surely their last chance. Defending of the desperate variety. Omar Mascarell. Tony Lasso. Keep the ball and... So that's it. It is all over. Barney perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more.
you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour. Now the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And we have our very first corner. Bugatti gets it away. There's the shot! Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Bruno Fernandes proves just a little bit too strong. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Lewis. Reinders. Really chance to... He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Bruno Fernandes. Been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Rodri powering forward here. Reinders. Casemiro. Bugatti. De Ligt. Maguire. Now Bugatti. Martinez. And it's Shaw. And Garnacho. Quarter of an hour played. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Reinders. Rodri. Reinders. Martinez. Reinders. He's having a go!
Manado.
Rocket anthem! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The breakthrough strike! The goal!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
He's certainly big header. He's missed, but not by that far.
Bruno Fernandes did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Maguire, a really well-measured ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Reinders. Doherty. Dory. Reinders. That's been intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. And he's had it in. It's in. A quite incredible spell.
Vamos.
Flying.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's two now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
It's a good foot in there. Rodri. It's Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dallo. Great work on the overlap. And through to the goalkeeper. It's Dory. Here's Doku. It's Dory. Here's Rodri. He's felt that, hasn't he? Can he latch on to this? Reinders, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well for his man. It's a pretty loose pass.
Telat dikit.
Martinez. Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dallo. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Can he get onto this? Reinders gets a foot in here. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, that's a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Fires it in low. Doku. Bernardo Silva has created one goal already. Reinders. Oh, delicate chip through.
Gak kesana sih, maksudnya ke dia nih. Silva.
Diogo Dallo. The play for a throw. Phillips. Lukaku. And here's Hoyland. Lewis kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. It's run loose here. There's the whistle for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Oh, they had their opponents reading in that half, Peter, and the break came through to change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Well, you have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Doku.
So off we go once more.
Coming on the field, number 10.
He's through here.
Baru masuk, bro.
Looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
Maguire kalah
Just as
lari,
the manager
Maguire.
would have seen it. An impact sub.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cozy. Spread out to the left. Diogo Dallo cuts it out. Casemiro. Haaland! Maguire. Martinez. Now Ugarte. Distributed tidily. Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Greenish. That's tidy. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 2 then. Tries a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Oh, here's a chance! What a hit! The save was firm.
Reinders knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction. But he got rid because he was under pressure.
decent clearance. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Almost an hour gone. Grealish.
Yeah.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's there to get it away. Glory. Shifted upfield. De Bruyne. Oh, his big chance! Shaw. It's a sharp pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Communication breakdown there, it seems. Corner given. Substitutions taking place. So the fourth quarter of the game. And now they can clear their lines. Ball's gone out of play. Manchester United making another change here. Shaw. Mount. Casemiro. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Haaland! There's going to be another change here. Substitution in progress. Sandro Martinez getting this one clear. Shot could be on. Rodri. He's going for goal!
Yang sih tuh.
No, he's missed it.
I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back page headlines there.
He played through for the white man. That was pretty relentless. Haaland being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Rodri. Here's Haaland. Haaland! Rising over the bar.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Well, it seems as though someone has been forced to pull up lane here.
Yeah, his pain is now pretty obvious, Peter. He's not the type who pulls up unless something's hurting.
And he is going to saunter on by the looks of it. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, their position is a dominant one now, Peter, so introducing one of the youngsters for some added experience is bang on.
As are we.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Stones. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Akanji. And Vardiol. And it's De Bruyne. Just eases him off the ball into the last 5 minutes. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Haaland. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, this looks sharp.
Boyle.
Offset.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Mazraoui unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now, how often do you see that? challenge there, uncompromising. Threads one in, made into space out wide. Oh no, this does not look... That's another goal! And yes, it's there!
Maguire.
Comfort, yet more comfort.
Hari-hari Belanda
Easing
ya.
away. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Grealish voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Senggol dulu.
Liverpool going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this round. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
The action has already started. Konate. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily being versatile in different positions, it's just his flexibility, his reading of the game, and that's what I really enjoy about him. He just makes it very difficult to be contained.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Colwell stood up well to it there. Fiddles it through. He's in plenty of space here. We've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he's intervened well there. Kukurea. Fernandez.
Sebenarnya kalau bisa begitu.
Oh, it's a promising build up this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's quick to get it clear again. No goals as yet. Oh, easy pickings there. Matthias Chile. Interesting ball. Fernandez. Over to the other side. Schuberschlei. McAllister. Oh, good ball. Shots on here. Caicedo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pedro Neto. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Mohamed Salah! Oh, the ball's run loose here. No, he's not getting his way this time. Nunez. Real chance. He's got to be quick to recover this. Big header. It's there.
Nunes.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to
Nunes
fashion
sekarang
a fine
yang
finish.
ini.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Sekarang lompat 65.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Agak upset.
Oh, that's neat. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Matthias Chile. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. It's one! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Soboslai, and a shot. Decent enough try.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Liverpool looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Colwell. Lavia. Caicedo. Lavia. And Madia Shield. Pedro Neto. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Nunez. And back down the finish! Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cucurella. And time. Palmer. Good read, needed to be. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's in space and looking for options. The half-time whistle goes. So there we are, half-time. Both teams heading to their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine throw about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. On the evidence of what we've seen, their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they won a strong start just after the break time, 1-0. Everyone, please welcome our players. And we're off again. Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football. Szoboszlai and Gravenberch. Szoboszlai. Gravenberch. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai! Caicedo. Fernandez. McAllister, Robertson, look at the space, can he finish? It's there!
Soboslai.
Cushion, and it's looking safe! Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football. Liverpool are doing very nicely, thank you. Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally cool this off? Chelsea disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Darwin. Mohamed Salah. Lavia. Fernandez. And here's Nunez. Nunez! And more. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination. A case now of complete control. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. He won't be happy with that one. No, again, there's no way through. Really is being given no time to think on the ball now. Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received. Colwell deals with that comfortably. Has a shot! That is great goalkeeping. Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong, make them right. Gets his head to it! No, he didn't quite beat it right.
Liverpool have hit a quick-fire double here.
Tipis banget. Untung yang atas tadi juga terlalu gitu.
Diaz. Van Dijk. Oh, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. Somewhat off target. And that's put paid to a promising move. Palmer. Ooh, delicate chip through. And he's just misjudged that one. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Soboslai. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach. Lavia. Caicedo.
Can he spark a counter here?
That's a shade optimistic. Colwell. Lavia. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. Szoboszlai.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
He's got space in the air. Diaz! They've scored! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Liverpool are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Lavia. Palmer. It's Palmer!
Oh, got right underneath it.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort. You have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Substitution.
That's positional goal. The utilisation of space.
Chiesa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Palmer chasing after it.
Fernandez. Great defending, strong and determined.
Caicedo. Fernandez. Chiesa. It's a decent chance to counter-attack. McAllister looking to run onto it. Jones. Jones!
He's put his foot right through that one.
Lavia. Colwell. And Gusto works it forward. Okuku. In with the challenge.
Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Lavia. Okuku.
Ya, salah.
Pass is intercepted. He's gone for goal! Oh, impressive strike.
Ini maksudnya 16.
intercepted. Matthias Chile. Colwell. Matthias Chile. Caicedo. 4 extra minutes added on. Cucurella. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Caicedo. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And that will be it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Darwin picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.